For my final thought, I just want to take you back to our original text, that original verse, Proverbs 13:12. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. It is such a wonderful thing for us to remember. Yeah, there are times in our lives where things get hard, right? I'm not telling you anything new. There are times when things are difficult. There are times when the things that we hope for don't seem to be happening. But God reminds us that there's a difference between a hope deferred and a hope deterred. That there are things that we long for that are worth the wait. And that one day we will receive those things that we have longed for. And they will be perfect. It's not always easy to find this when life is difficult. It's not always easy to find this when things are hard. But God is always good. Think about Jesus with the disciples. The disciples signed on for Jesus. They signed on to follow the Messiah, the King who would rule forever on David's throne. And a lot of them probably had this idea that they were going to be in a place of power and prestige. And they were going to be the inner circle of this king who would rule forever. And in fact, they were. But they were seeing a much different picture than what Jesus was showing them. And then Jesus started to throw a little wrench in their operation. He started telling them that he would die. He started telling them that he would die. And they started to get, I would imagine, very confused. And in this wonderful passage in John 14, Jesus looks at them and says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." And he begins to tell them of a hope beyond this world, of his Father's house with many rooms, and how he was going to prepare a way for them. And he did. And he delivered on everything he promised he would give them. Brothers and sisters, it's the same way for you. This life isn't always going to work out exactly the way we think it should. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It's not always going to work out the way we want it to. But know this: your God is perfect. He has a purpose for you in this life. This is not just about what happens after we die. This is about life in the here and now. As God works with us and uses us to his glory, folks, there is tremendous hope in that. Your hope is not deferred. Oh, there's a longing. There is a longing, and there is something that is beyond this world that is going to be amazing, and we should long for that. But our hope is not deferred because we believe in God. We believe also in Jesus. He has prepared the way. He will make a way. And he will bring you all the way through. Your hope is not deferred. So don't be deterred. Your longing will be fulfilled in a tree of life. So live your life for him, starting now, starting today. Live your life for him. Live out his purposes in our world. Honor him, glorify him, and trust him. He will bring you all the way through a life of purpose in this life, to a glorious life beyond. Amen.